It is Tuesday, fresh out the shower. As you see, your boy does not look like a werewolf anymore. I got my shave on, tapered my hair. I am ready for the week. And as you see, this one right here that's chilling in my hallway, normally she would be outside, but I decided to bring her in this morning. Why? Because if you are a dog owner, and especially if you own a boxer, you know that they are very efficient at nonverbal communication. So, quick story. I was sending my son off on the bus, and when I was walking back to the house, I opened up the gate because she was waiting on me, and she was giving me those puppy dog eyes, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You know that they want something. So, if you are a dog parent like I am, we talk to them like a human being. So I'm like, yo, what's up with you? What do you want? And you know what this one said, non-verbally, with her head? She points at the door of the garage. So she's telling me, hey, daddy, I want to go inside. So I said, you want to go inside? Tail started wagging. I opened up that gate and she took off. And she has been chilling ever since. But it is time to get this reflection walk. Athena, you ready to go bye-bye? You ready to go bye-bye? Yeah? You ready to go bye-bye? Okay, go ahead and get your stretch on. See y'all in a second. And we are off. All right, what direction we going this week, baby girl? What direction we going? Left or right? Left or right? Okay, we going to the right. Y'all see how excited she was when I said you ready to go bye-bye. And this goes to show y'all that dogs are smarter than what they appear to be. They understand, I'm telling you. They listen, they understand words, whatever language that you speak. As long as you continue to communicate with them throughout their whole lives, they will understand exactly what you have to say, what commands you call, and they will follow directions, but you gotta be consistent with it. But anyways, as this one is shaking off, doing her thing, about to start sniffing, probably pissing and shitting all over the place. Hopefully she don't. I don't feel like picking up poop this early in the morning. It is time to get this reflection walk going, y'all. And this week, I really want to talk about bad decisions, because a lot of people will get on social media, they'll get on the phone with you, FaceTime with you, and they will discuss more about the results of their bad decisions than the actual bad decision. Case in point, it's a consistent thing that I'm seeing online about people in their older age. They're in their 50s, 60s, and they're talking about how they will never be able to retire because of the price of living. And instead of them discussing what put them in a financial bind, why they were unable to save up for retirement, they want to talk about, you know, inflation, Trump, the price of groceries, rent, which at that age, honestly, guys, unless you like living in a retirement home, you shouldn't even be paying rent when you're in your 50s or 60s. Your house should already be paid off if you made wise choices in your youth. But these are the things that they do not want to talk about. And that is not helping society at all, because all it does is just playing into the excuses that people make for their misfortunes. They don't talk about, you know, maybe I shouldn't have bought so many cars when I was young. Maybe I shouldn't have taken so many vacations. Maybe if you are a parent and you decided to have a shit ton of kids, because we know the average cost for a child to take care of them, to get them through college, is going to cost us around $300,000. So if you had 3 to 4 kids, come on, y'all, that's $1.2 million of debt that you put yourself in. They don't want to talk about those circumstances, you know, of the decisions that they made. Or, you know, of course, you got the single baby mamas talking about, I got to do this all on my own, but they will not discuss the fact that, you know what, I didn't manage my pussy that well, and I chose to lay down with a guy that was not worthy of my womb, and he wasn't responsible. And even though, you know, a lot of them like to make the excuses of, you know, he wasn't like that at the beginning, that's bullshit, because men, we're not that really good at masking our intentions, because at the end of the day, we all want to smash first and foremost, okay? Before we even want to get to know if you're wifey material. And that's just me being 1000% real. So you knew the type of guy you decided to engage in, but we know that most women like the bad boys, the rebels, the guys that, you know, come off to be extremely masculine, but they're mostly irresponsible, those type of guys, but they don't want to talk about those things. And as a man, we have to understand the fact that our decisions go 2 to 3 ways, okay? They can cost us our life, they can make us super successful, or it can cause us to be extremely broke. But either way, we know that those are going to be our outcomes by our decision making. And as a parent, we have to discuss those things with our kids extremely early, especially if we have sons like I do. I talk to my son all the time about poor decisions. And when he decides to make a bad decision, I make him pay for it. I make him suffer for it. So he understands, like, listen, dude, you don't have a choice but to make good decisions the majority of the time. Because when you choose to make the bad decision, it can get really extreme. For an example, last Friday, right? We left my son's basketball game. It was like at 9 o'clock at night. And it was me, my mom, and my son. And we get ready to, you know, get on this road, and I'm looking to the right, and it's a whole bunch of ambulance, police officers, and firefighters, and they're blocking off the street. So we already knew something went down, right? Well, come to find out, because my mom is nosy as hell, shout out to my mother, she goes and she tells me that a 67-year-old man was crossing the street and got hit by a vehicle. Now, down the street from my son's gym, there's like this, you know, Muslim mosque community center, and they were having some sort of a gathering, right? But where the guy got hit at was not where the crosswalk was. No, he was jaywalking, and it was at nighttime, and there's not really a lot of lights on that street. So that poor decision cost that man his life. I'll give you another example. Guy about 10 minutes down the road from where I live decided, hey, instead of me being accountable for hitting 2 cars because I wasn't paying attention, I want to try to escape by trying to carjack people. But he ended up trying to carjack the wrong one, because there was a man that was with his family inside of a car, and he made his family get out of the car, and him and that carjacker started to tussle. But guess what? The man who owned that vehicle was strapped up, and you know what happened? The dude got his ass shot the hell up, lost his life, right? And these are the things that we have to be conscious of, guys. Making poor decisions. But we also have to look at the accountability aspect as well, because you know how difficult in 2026 it is for somebody to say, you know what, I fucked up. I made a lot of poor choices in my life. I should be way more successful than I am. But due to the fact that I made a lot of bad decisions in my youth, look at my dog about to chase this rabbit. Look at her. Look at her. Now look at you. What you doing? What you doing? She keeping her eye on it too. Oh Lord. Athena, come on, leave the rabbit alone. But anyways, instead of saying, you know what, I made a lot of bad decisions in my youth, and these are the consequences, a lot of people like to blame everybody else. But what I'm telling you guys, if you follow this channel, don't be like that. You got to be accountable. Even me, I hold myself accountable for a lot of things because I should be well off in my life than I am now, and I'm doing pretty well. I know a lot of people are struggling out there. I know that the price of living is high. It really is. But if you plant those seeds early in your life, and if you suffer early, you don't go on these extravagant trips, you don't fall into debt early in your youth, in your 20s, you'll be fine, man. Because you got to play the long game. All right, while everybody else is out there having fun, you know, being degenerate, living life, right? Because they're like YOLO, you only live once, tomorrow's not promised. And that is true. But at the end of the day, if you are really trying to be well off financially, you got to make some sacrifices early. You're going to have to budget your money early. You're going to have to make investments early in your life. So when times do get a little bit rough, you straight. You ain't got to worry about much because you already did the suffering in your youth. You cut back in your youth. You didn't live beyond your means in your youth, and now you can reap the benefits. Because I'm telling you guys right now, man, I'm up. Especially with the stock market going crazy right now, right? Even though gas is high as hell, I got premium vehicles, guys, so I got to use that high expensive gas. But it's all good because I've made so much money the last few weeks. If I wanted to, I could go and get the C8 right now and pay cash for it, no problem. But since I have my son and I am a responsible adult, I'm not about to do that shit because it's not necessary. I already got 2 damn cars, so why the hell do I need a 3rd one for? So I'm not gonna do that. But knowing the fact that I made good decisions in my youth, that I have the capabilities and the freedom to do so. But before you even get to doing that, guys, before you can even turn your life around, you got to start minimizing your bad decisions and acknowledging that you have made bad decisions that put you in your current circumstance. So make sure you stay conscious of that. And if you decide to get on social media and discuss your life, you need to talk about the good and the bad, not just the bad, not just the good. Have a level of balance. All right. Well, I'm about to give this one some water. We got Tuesday content that I got to drop here in a minute. Don't forget to like the video, sub to the channel, and I will catch y'all later. Peace.